Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness today. Obviously, from all indication, AbbaKyari's wars just began. As others are beginning to fly concerning him, don't forget that some weeks back, he actually had the effrontery to take the federal government to court, insisting that his human rights has been infringed, and he was demanding 500 million naira, an apology from the federal government in two national dailies concerning his human rights infringement. Well, it looks like the federal government have decided to give a corresponding response, but this time around indirectly. But before we go into the news proper, like you subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, Malami, Senior Advocate of Nigeria and the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, and Minister of Justice of Nigeria, all in one, has approved a request by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, for the seizure of the asset of disgraced Deputy Commissioner of Police DCP AbbaKyari and his co-accused. It was reported that Kyari is standing trial on cocaine-related charges alongside 4 members of his former police unit, that's the Intelligence Response Unit IRU, and 2 other persons arrested at the Akanu Ibiam International Airport in Enugu State in January 2022. The NDLEA has accused Kyari of working with a drug cartel in Brazil. He was arraigned on March 7th alongside 4 other police officers who are also members of the IRT team. He is facing an 8-count charge of conspiracy, dealing in cocaine and other related offenses. The seizure is coming shortly after 4.2 billion naira was traced to account owned by Kyari and his accomplices. My God. Well, on Monday, it was quoted that a senior Justice Ministry official as saying that the AGF has endorsed the request by the NDLEA seeking approval for the confiscation of the assets of AbbaKyari, Ubwa, and other police officers involved in the drug dealing. With the approval, the drug agency can now go after their property such as real estate, bank accounts, cash, vehicles, stocks, bonds, and anything of monetary value. Apart from NDLEA episode, Kyari is also enmeshed in a scam, or rather in scam deals, not one, plenty, in scam deals involving Ramon Abbas, commonly known as Hush Puppy, leading to him being wanted by the Federal Bureau of Investigation. How are the mighty fallen? This is quite sad, but then it's a welcome development, because the truth is, just barely 24 hours of the former governor of Anambra State from handing over to his successor, Professor Soludo, he was, picked up from the international airport. In fact, before his immunity finished, drying up on his body, they picked him up. And Nigerians, there was an outcry generally that, look, there have been pending people with heavy corruption charges. They're yet to even, in fact, even the one that they filed against them, nobody have responded. Why? Nobody's actually supporting whatever alleged the former Anambra State Governor, that's Willie Obiano. But the thing is, Nigerians are demanding for justice, equity, because that's the only way that the country itself can grow and will not feel marginalized. Now, with all these things happening to AbbaKyari, it's a sign also that there's always expiry date to every crime committed. If Nigeria can continue in this light, just maybe we can be seeing the light of the day. And don't forget that some days back, during the court hearing, the wife fainted, and a lot of Nigerians were like, some Nigerians said that, even Ketensha, the popular Nollywood actress, said all this drama, some people are wasting their talent in in other places. They should come into Nollywood and perfect their act. A whole lot of Nigerians actually were quoted that. But she was saying all this drama for all this. And Nigerians are saying, if you are going to faint for just, they not even sentenced him to prison, it's just the usual detention, and you're fainting, what would be what would it say about the widows, the siblings, the family members, the relative of those who went down during whatever transactional motive the AbbaKyari allegedly must have done with them, rendering them widows, childless, motherless, as the case may be. But let's feel the pulse of Nigerians again. A lot of persons have been, talking. A lot have been talking. This one here is saying, Malami, the most confused AGF anyway. I wish Kyari more disgrace to his disgrace. This is serious. This one here is saying, you can never trust anything these guys do, especially when they decide to make it news. We are watching. Everything may just be a small screen. That's deep. That's very deep. We'll find out in a moment. There's nothing hidden under the sun. I think the case of Miami comes to mind very quickly. How Miami, after so much, were now giving a a sentence that I was wondering, is this a sentence or holiday? Well, he's whether he will like it or not, by the time he finishes serving his sentence, he's a free man. All the billions he stole from pension will probably go, because this kind of thing, what they should have done, the first thing you should do is, if you are going to sentence him, all the money you have stolen, chase it all out. Nigerians need money. Nigeria as a nation need money. When you catch a thief or somebody who has been embezzling money, don't be too in a hurry to put him in prison just yet. Make sure you trace all wherever the money is hiding, whether it is in Bitcoin, whether it is in bonds, or whatever it is that can generate money, get it all. But sometimes they will get this thing all. Those who will recover this sometimes just, they will just feel that Nigeria will not have money. This Nigeria requires, I don't know, maybe God will have to raise heartless leaders that would go after criminals and those who have embezzled money. It's either he catches them or he dies. And this time, we will pray for him to live, he will not die. So that he can get all our embezzled money, whatever they are hiding. But the question now is, who will be the man? Not the one that will come and be soft-spoken. I mean the one that will take Nigeria high. This one here is saying, very good. There should be, who's going to be the next? This one here is saying, this shouldn't be a headline news, as Malami just did the needful according to the law. Those who think that AbbaKyari will be swept aside by Northern Cabal are lacking in understanding. The fact that Mawa, NDLEA chairman, a fellow Northerner, doesn't deem it necessary or right to cover Kyari when the issue was within his preview should tell you that Kyari case won't be treated with laxity. I say an amen to that. Well, let's see how it goes. We'll keep you updated as more information comes. What do you think? A lot of people are saying that this is smoke screen, that it's not real, it's mirage, it's just for the media, for the gram, so that people will remove their eyes from Kyari and probably they will now gently and quietly let him off the hook. Even if they will let him off the hook, don't forget that US is also waiting for his extradition. But do you think truly this is genuine and we are looking at a genuine legal case here? Or do you think it's really small screen? It's a case of them not protecting the life?